I like that place. So all secured?
Yep. Time together during the holidays, but I think that sort of particularly here, that 16 plus, that preparation.
Exactly. You have a choice.
I had the choice.
Hello and welcome, dear viewers. On this channel, we don't just focus on education itself, we also explore the boarding life of students from around the world. Today, we've come to one of England's iconic university cities, home to EF Academy. This private British school is situated in the legendary city of Oxford. It offers an exceptional boarding experience on campus, and we've decided to uncover the benefits of attending a boarding school in the UK. If this topic interests you, stay tuned. There's lots of exciting content ahead.
So
I like that place.
and this is, so we've got the advantage that our residence buildings, they're all here. They're all on this campus. I'll show you into one of them here.
So they all live here?
Yes. Yes, on
they
campus.
Smell gorgeous.
All live here on campus.
So I'm guessing this is a boarding house.
This is one of the boys. So this is boys.
So all secured?
Yep. So here, what I'll explain more about this as we walk around, but we use the Aura app. I know other schools do as well. So students signing in and out, what they would do is that they go onto their app, and then when they're signing into the building, as opposed to sort of in the old days, we used to do, like on a sheet of paper. What they do now is they just click on that.
Cool.
And there it comes up, and it'll say that where they are into their app. And you can see here.
Every building they go into and...
No, so it's basically whether or not they come into the campus or whether they come into the res buildings, but they don't know. There's lots of tiles everywhere, and I'll show you. I'll point them out as we go around.
Okay.
But they don't have to do it sort of every single time. This is signing in and out of a building, so we know that they're safe.
Clever.
And you'll see hiya, and you'll see that they are all over the place.
Hiya. So let's have skipping.
I'm trying to think. What is is this a tidy room? Hey, sleep. Okay, well, we won't go into that one then. Let's have a look and see.
He asleep now?
Because he won't have any lessons. It's during the exam period now, so he won't have it. So it's...
So you have some single rooms as well as twin rooms?
The vast majority of twin rooms.
Oh, some...
Hello? Anyone? No, he's not in. It's Mark. Can I come in? There we are. So that's a fairly... That's a fairly typical room.
Okay.
They're fairly clean and tidy.
Yeah, nice and tidy. Spacious as well. Yeah, to wardrobe.
Yep.
Yeah. And they do their homeworks in their rooms?
They do it here, or sometimes they go to, they can use the Oxford Brookes Library. Lots do.
It's around the corner, right?
Yes, literally just down the lane.
Yeah, it's there.
Right.
And are they, do they have access to the library?
Yes. Yeah.
What do the school provides?
The library basically sort of has an agreement with the local schools. So as long as,
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Nice and spacious. And how often rooms are clean?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
But just hoovered, dusted, but they don't pick up. They don't tie.
So again, this comes back down to actually sort of
Life skills.
Life skills. So what we say is our sort of cleaning team are here to keep the place clean, not clean up after you. So we do room inspections every day.
Oh, so there is a room. Okay, that's good.
So there's room inspections every day, and we ask that they keep the place tidy and we keep the place clean.
But what if someone is really messy? I mean, do you have any sanctions?
Yes, we use the Aura app, and on there's a little sort of there's a note on there that says untidy rooms. So if students are have an untidy room, they get like a little note on there, and they get a message saying tidy up your room. You got 24 hours to make sure it's nice and tidy.
And if they don't?
And if you don't, well, yes. So the snack night that I showed you. So what one of the sort of the sanctions, if you have a repeatedly nasty room, is that you have to do the washing up. So it is Yes, unfortunately, some of the students enjoy the washing up. So they often say, no, I haven't tidied my room, but come on, let's go and do the washing up together. So yes, but it's things like that. It's about, whenever it sort of comes to a sanction, you want them to be social or sort of community orientated. I don't believe in sort of just taking people's time. It's about a learning experience, you know?
Of course, yeah, of course. Okay.
Let's talk a bit more about allocating students into their rooms. Roommates in the boarding house are carefully selected based on age, gender, and frequently nationality. Imagine sharing a room and forming friendships with peers from Japan, the USA, France, or India. Such close connections with individuals from diverse cultural backgrounds not only enrich your perspective, but also make boarding life more dynamic and engaging.
Of course.
What are shower rooms and the...
So the shower rooms are, they're all, that's one of the kitchens. So here, the shower rooms are all here.
The kitchen.
That's a little, is that one a kitchenette? That's just a small kitchenette in there.
Can students use it?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They
So
tend
to microwave some stuff, okay.
Water.
Make a toast.
Yep.
And if they want to buy something in town, they can use the fridge, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Uh-huh.
And the bathrooms, there's plenty of bathrooms for them as well.
Okay, this is a private shower room.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Nice. And how many boys you have here?
In this building, this has a capacity of 68 boys.
68 boys, and there's another shower room there. Okay.
Yep.
One guy from Poland. 2 Chinese guys. Another from Poland. Okay. Interesting. You know, I don't see many Polish kids in boarding schools.
We've got, I think on campus, we have 12 at the moment.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a bike store as well. So obviously, sort of students,
Bike store.
Yeah. If students want to borrow a bike to,
They can borrow.
Yeah. We have school bikes. Yeah.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Morning, Sam.
Morning.
Yeah, no, we've got school bikes as well.
Snack machine.
Snack machines. And here, so this is the secondary residence building down there, and that's for girls in there.
Okay. So you have 2 buildings.
Yes,
yeah?
one boys,
Two-
one
two
girls.
halls. Okay, 1 boys and girls.
Students can board year-round, 7 days a week, except during school holidays, or opt for the 5-day boarding option, also known as weekly boarding. Regardless of their choice, they receive 3 meals a day. And let me tell you, the food here is fantastic. You can see for yourself in a dedicated video titled School Food at EF Academy Oxford. The link is in the description.
I gotta check this out.
But now, let's talk about the house system at this private school in Oxford.
Speaking of the bridges, by the way, as you may have noticed that the names of our houses are the names of the bridges in Oxford. Magdalen, Osney, and which one? Foley. And Foley.
I know.
So that has, we haven't spoken about that. And of course, this has this whole meaning about bridging the culture gap. Building the bridges of communication, etc. So it has a deep meaning to that. And also those trips, those activity trips, it is, yes, an opportunity for students to learn outside of their classrooms, but also to build the connection between each other, to get to know each other a bit better, again, outside of school, where they feel a little bit more relaxed. I think those, networking, yes, and just socializing, really. Because at school, they may be a little bit sometimes preoccupied with their studies, etc. And of course, those trips that we have an abundance of. Last week we had axe throwing, which was a great hit. I think it has to be axe throwing axe. What? Save you, save.
With a knuckle.
Oh no, I didn't put effort to it.
Was like a charity event, you know, looking for axes at your teachers. You know that one?
Yeah, but we don't do that. Just in case.
Health and safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a freedom, but there is this, a level to how much freedom we give to them. So no, we wouldn't let them.
And which country was the best in axe throwing?
To be politically correct, I didn't know how to do that. But a person from Poland, he absolutely, he was smashing it every time. It was Jakub, yeah? Jakub.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was
And he had never done that before.
politically correct in this.
Lots of them did really well. it was the first experience for many of them, and some have done better than others, let's put it this way. Some have learned the trick quicker than others.
I would think that
But all of them had equal opportunities to do that.
Norwegians could be good because like Vikings and stuff. You someone from Poland take it.
No, we had, in fact, on the trip, we had people from Taiwan, from Hong Kong, from Japan. So yes, from mainland China, Harry, who did really well. Yes, absolutely. So, yeah. But Poland was the winner in that competition.
Okay, Polish people like the video.
If you're considering sending your child to a boarding school in England, you need to be prepared for certain requirements. For example, all underage children coming to England without their parents are required by almost all schools to have an educational guardian. This comes at a cost, and finding a reliable intermediary can be a challenge. At Mariati, we've simplified this process by creating our own guardianship company. This means you can benefit from better financial terms and the ability to choose someone you trust. All details can be discussed during your consultation. You can find all the contact information in the description.
School is much more than just academic size, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I'm considering boarding for my children from next year.
Yep.
Living in Windsor, we have really nice day schools around, you know. But I see benefits in boarding school. What about yourself? Would you consider maybe in the future?
So I went to boarding school myself.
Oh, you did?
I did for a sort of a very...
Because I never did myself. I never experienced it myself.
I mean, I think I've always thought myself sort of very lucky because I went to boarding school at a very young age and I loved it.
What age was that?
I went 10.
Really? That's
Yeah.
quite young.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I loved the whole experience. Absolutely, and it was something that I loved school, and I think my love for school actually sort of was a huge factor in me wanting to be a teacher. And certainly sort of, when you are a teacher, and definitely now, one of my sort of, something that drives me every single day is that I want the students here to love school as much as I did. And that's a real... every decision we make, when we are making long-term strategic decisions, when we're making daily decisions, one thing that's always in the back of my mind is I want these students when they're my age to look back and say it was wonderful. I loved it. So for me, absolutely, it is. With regard to sort of boarding, my background is also in small UK independent boarding schools. So from a resident tutor, a housemaster, a head of boarding, a deputy head, that has been my background. And yes, I think it's really hard to describe what is it about boarding that I think sort of makes a difference. But I think it is that. I think it is the independence. It supports students to learn how to look after themselves and understand their responsibility. I think the sense of community, the sense of teamwork, the sense of friendship. I mean, for me, it's that friendship that sort of students form in boarding schools lasts a lifetime.
Exactly.
And I think
always say that too, yeah.
But it isn't just...
It's networking there.
But exactly right.
They become like brothers and sisters.
Yes.
Imagine having brothers and sisters in different countries and successful brothers and sisters in different fields.
I still, and in September, October, in the beginning of this academic year, we had some students that wanted some sort of work experience. And it was people that I went to school with that I said, I've got a student, they don't live too far from you at home in sort of Italy. Can you help me out? And they said, absolutely,
yes,
brilliant.
yes,
But it's and that for me is a sort of, sort of a minor example of networking. But at the same time, it's a school friend that you phone up, and I want them to have that. I want them to be able to have that same, global sort of network that they can actually sort of phone up and ask.
But do you think sending your kids in such a young age, 10, it's quite young, kind of separates them, parents and families with their children? That's what some parents worry about,
what I always say to is all young people are different, and I'm the youngest of three. Now, I went to boarding school with my older brother. We both started at the same time. And my sister, who is 4 years older than me, she came much later. She came at age 16.
Oh.
Because for her, it wasn't right. She didn't want to. To me, it did. So I would say it's completely different. It depends on who you are.
Moving away from home to attend a boarding school can sometimes feel like a stressful step on the journey to independent living. However, you can prepare for this in advance.
How?
Start by getting familiar with the boarding house and the school itself by watching our videos. You can even ask us to introduce you to someone who is already studying and living at the school, so you'll know someone there before you even arrive. Once you're settled in, make your new room your own by decorating it to suit your style. Be sociable and take part in activities. It's a great way to make new friends. And of course, don't hesitate to ask for help. At Education First in England, support is always available.
Can we, in summary, make a quick list of benefits of being a boarding student? So we spoke of networking.
Yep.
Yeah. Friendship for life.
Yep.
Yeah. An international community.
Yep.
Getting to know different cultures.
And that is one that is sometimes when we say about getting to know different cultures, I do think that the understanding that it brings, the questioning, the learning of sort of different languages, different cultures, to be a global citizen it's a journey. And that is and I think going forward, particularly with this age range, 16, 17, the ones that are global citizens will be successful and make a difference, and make a difference.
Yeah. Okay. And the list is huge of different life skills as well, which you can get in a boarding school. Because if it's a day school, okay, the school day finishes, school run starts, yeah? And you go home. To give those life skills, responsibility of the parents. And what do we do, parents? We're very busy. We work. These days, I mean, our young parents, I call myself a young parent, yeah, we don't have much time for our children. Am I right?
Yes, I mean it's one of those where I think because as well we run these academic terms, we are giving our children, the young people, the best possible experience throughout those academic terms, and then we can celebrate sort of our time together during the holidays. But I think that sort of, particularly here, that 16 plus, that preparation of supported independence, I think is a huge gift. I think the development that you see from when they sort of first arrive and then 2 years later when they leave, it is something that I've often said that if someone, on the day that our students leave, if another parent came to me with a check and said, tell me, I want a blank check, I just want my son or daughter to have what these students have got, there's no money in the world that can buy that. It is an experience. It's a 2-year experience. And I think it's very, very precious, and it's exactly what I want for my daughters. You need to, if you're questioning, talk to parents of children that have done it. Because they'll be the biggest, they'll be able to tell you exactly what the difference is.
And the British education, yeah,
it's
opportunities,
absolutely, yeah,
huge,
yeah.
In terms of university destinations,
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And I think
I know your graduates go all over the place, all over the world.
But this is where, again, this is why I love being in an international school in the UK, because you get all of the benefits of sort of like the UK education, but you can still study the IB or the A-level. So you're getting almost the best of both worlds.
Exactly. And you have a choice.
I have the choice.
Yeah.
Boarding life, attending boarding school comes with many benefits, but it isn't suitable for every child. Some may feel more at ease living at home in the comfort of a family environment. we recognize that deciding on the best living arrangement is vital for your child's well-being, and we take this matter very seriously with care and responsibility. Reach out to our consultants and we'll work together to find the ideal solution for your child. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Until next time.